Here's something most people get completely wrong about introverts. They say introverts are bad communicators, quiet, hard to talk to, socially awkward. But here's what's strange. Studies consistently show that introverts tend to be rated as more trustworthy, more thoughtful, and more meaningful in their conversations than extroverts. So why does the reputation not match the reality? In this video, we're going to look at what introverts actually do differently, and why those differences, the ones people usually see as weaknesses, might be their greatest communicative strengths. Let's dive in. Society rewards loudness. We associate confidence with speaking first, speaking often, feeling the silence. So when someone sits quietly, pauses before they respond, or chooses not to small talk, we read that as hesitation, as weakness, as not having much to say. But pause on that for a second. What if the silence is an emptiness? What if it's processing? So if the silence isn't emptiness, what is it exactly? Turns out it's the foundation of 3 communication strengths that most people don't even know they're missing. Strength number 1, active listening. Most people in a conversation are waiting for their turn to speak. Introverts are actually listening. They pick up on things others miss. The shift in someone's tone, the words someone chose carefully, what someone didn't say. That kind of attention is rare, and people feel it even when they can't name it. Strength number 2, thoughtful responses. When an introvert speaks, they've usually already filtered out the filler. They're not rambling toward a point, they arrive at it. That doesn't mean they're slow, it means they're precise. And precision in communication builds trust faster than volume ever could. Strength number 3, depth over breadth. Introverts generally don't do well with surface level exchanges, and that's not a flaw, it's a preference for substance. When they're genuinely interested in a conversation, they go deep. They ask the kind of questions that make people feel truly seen. That's one of the rarest things you can give someone. Think about the last time you felt truly heard in a conversation. Odds are the person wasn't the loudest one in the room. Research from the University of Michigan found that people who score higher on introversion tend to think more carefully before speaking, which directly improves clarity and reduces misunderstandings. And in workplace settings, introverted leaders have been shown to actually listen to their teams more carefully, which leads to better outcomes when working with proactive, motivated people. Even in creative fields, writers, directors, researchers, some of the most impactful communicators in history describe themselves as introverts, not because they said more, but because every word they did say carried weight. Now, what about the real stuff? The shyness, the awkward silences, the struggle with small talk. Shyness and introversion aren't the same thing. Shyness is a fear of judgment. Introversion is a preference for depth. One is a limitation. The other is a communication style. And small talk? The struggle isn't that introverts can't do it, it's that it costs them more energy, which means when they choose to engage, it's intentional. That intentionality reads as presence, and presence is magnetic. But knowing this is one thing. The harder part is trusting it in your own life, especially on the days when the doubt creeps back in. If you want something quiet and practical to start with, I've left a free 3-day workbook in the description if you want to check it out. So here's what you need to know. Introverts don't communicate less. They communicate differently. They listen more deeply, respond more carefully, and connect more meaningfully. When they're in the right conditions, that's not a weakness dressed up to sound good. That's a genuinely different and genuinely powerful way of being with people. The world isn't going to stop rewarding loudness overnight, but once you understand what's actually happening when an introvert goes quiet, you'll never read that silence the same way again. If you're an introvert, or you know one, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one moment where your quietness turned out to be your strength? And if this video made something click for you, please subscribe. We explore personality, quiet growth, and the psychology of how reflective people navigate the world of introverts and overthinkers. And if you want to discover more about those, start by clicking the next video on screen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.